People saying late, man, when I'm like 20 seconds late. People got to understand that. Okay, maybe I should understand, actually. You know what? I'm not going to blame anyone. But when you're on YouTube, the time to get from pressing go live to actually being live is like 20 seconds. So, okay, if I'm 20 seconds late, my bad. That's what I'm saying. But you know what? In future, I'm taking the feedback on board. I'll be going live 20 seconds early. So then I'm live bang on time. It is, yeah, here goes the chat again. It's me and Ronnie today. So hello, Ronnie.
How you doing, guys?
I think,
I'm
to
back.
be fair, the other lads may turn up at some point. I'm going to, like, throw this on. Oh, that's the wrong text. I'm going to just copy this and put it on this screen for now. Don't follow TreKRT on Instagram. What you do want to do is plus Ronnie in call. All right, there we go. We were worried sick. Yeah, be 20. You know what? You guys make a fair point. Absolutely. You know, I'm trying not to be late. Let's go. Colt's back. Woo! Everyone had a good week. Good to see you all in the chat. Give me 2 rab cams. Oh, I actually couldn't set that up. We talked about that. Every major we do, we do the watch parties. We talk about like having multiple cameras, like, you know, different camera angle, maybe a crowd cam or something.
You just never know.
Oh, Ace says he's on the way. If you need me to join for camera, let me know and I'll hop on my phone. I mean, ideally, yeah. Let me text him. 6 weeks straight at COD. Is that... Oh, shit, that is true, huh?
Is like, oh, yes. We are locked in for that.
Yeah, I think it's like 16 of the next 17 weeks is all COD. Backshot cam? Thoughts? 4:50 a.m. wake up, coffee and tea wrap. Come on. What time zone is that? Wait, maybe it's Australia, huh? If that's your time right now. Okay, we got plenty to discuss. I got some tweets. Shit, I've got to redo the cams on this page. Let me bring up an interesting tweet while I redo the cams. I want to talk about this a little bit, actually, Ronnie. So you know, Benjay, like he's got his he loves performance coaches, right? Oh, there we go.
I'm with him.
There's me. It's what they were doing on Toronto. Do we think it's fraudulent?
No, I'm with him.
Wait, what does that say? Train call. Shouldn't say that. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Ronnie and call. Yeah, so basically Toronto put out their episode where the boys doing, you know, they're doing stretches. I do find this kind of entertaining. But to be fair, I wouldn't say they pioneered this, Ronnie, exactly. But Bance was like the first person to be noted. You know what I mean? Like when the breathing exercises and stuff were getting talked about.
Yeah, listen, I agree with Ben. At worst, it can't hurt. Like, it can only be a positive.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you can't be dog shit and do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Falcons turn up doing this, it's going to get a bad rep.
Yeah, that's fair. But, like, what was it? Thieves did it, started it in, like, Vanguard. They won champs.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely helps. Even if it's just team cohesion, it helps with. Like, getting everyone together. I feel like, I don't know, it definitely can't hurt. I mean, obviously, like, budget-wise, I'm not sure how expensive all that is. And if teams can really afford to, like, add one. But it's always worth a go.
Who's the... I think I met this woman at some point. I don't know. Maybe it was at the Toronto... Yeah, that's what... This one here in the background, I think I met her in Toronto last year. I think she works with their other teams as well. I think it's like... She also works with their... I don't know if Overwatch is still a thing. But I think she spends a lot of the time in Europe with them.
Some players don't like it. Like, some won't do it. Like, could you imagine OpTic having something like this? Oh, man. I mean, low-key, they might need it, but... Like, you wouldn't see, like, Dashy or someone...
That's what I was just thinking, Dashy, man. You think Dashy's popping this? I don't know about that.
Probably, yeah, no chance.
It is comedy
Maybe
to
on a
watch.
Sunday if you're lucky. He is not doing that on a Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. I mean, this is. I always felt that with OpTic a bit. Like, okay, even let's just take
I
it
always
back a
think
couple more years. Like when Scump obviously was on the team.
Yeah.
Like, Scump would always just say, just need to get more kills, lads. You know? Do you know what I mean?
It's just like, yeah, we just need more kills.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. There he is. Yeah, that was actually good, Ace. That's actually, vertical is absolutely fine. I'm not fine. I'm tiny. Horizontal's also good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I can work with that. I can work with that. Ronnie is in the core. Trey Boy, I think, is rather unwell today. Trey and Ronnie both been going through it post Madrid. So it's probably just going to be us three handsome gentlemen today.
Madrid was a couple of weeks ago now. You guys are still down bad?
Well, I don't know. It's probably not relevant to that.
Very big minds from Madrid, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look at Raps standing strong. No sniffles, no coughs.
Yeah, Rap's chilling.
Right, my nutrition is too on point, and I've been hitting the cold showers every morning. So like, good luck getting me ill. Do you know what I mean? They can try, but
not only that. I mean, are we live right now or no?
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Oh, we are live. Okay, I don't think we're live. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Making sure. Yeah, no warning, no comms, nothing, guys.
Right,
really?
The time we got live was dead in the jam. All good.
Okay, all good. No worries.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I was
live.
gonna say, like, at events and stuff, you're not really mingling too much on most of the days. So I think you may have avoided some of the, the foo-foo shenanigans that were happening. Some of the sickness that was going around. You weren't participating, so
yeah, possibly. I mean, that is true to some degree. I think.
I'm just saying. I don't think. Have you gotten sick after any of the events we went to, like last year or anything? Do you recall?
I mean, okay. What I remember is when I went to Anaheim in 2019, I got ill on like the flight out there, and I enjoyed the event, but I did not have like a especially fun weekend. Like, could have been better because I was not feeling great. So then, when Lance came back for Boston 2023, I was like, all right. I'm locking in, and then I would just only fist bump people, right? Because if you like handshake, or dap people up or whatever, then you feel like it's more risk of getting ill. Maybe that's cap, but that's how I felt. So I would just only fist bump people. This event, I don't really care about that anymore. Like
you don't tongue kiss the fans. I guess it must just be me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's the same. Culture was like good. No, I didn't say I'm a nutritionist. I said my nutrition is on point.
Fair, at first, I actually thought you said that as well.
Okay, I will say, like LA Thieves performance coach Ryan, he reached out to me a couple of years ago. Like we started working together on a couple of things, like when I was first getting in the gym and that. So he actually did a lot of my nutrition. So technically, yeah, I hired a nutritionist. And he now works for Thieves. So yeah, there you go.
Off the league, I swear.
Degen gamers don't need nutritional advice. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
They might need it.
I think it could be important.
To be fair, too, I also utilized a resource. I was on a team. NYSL had a trainer back in the day. If Trey was here, he would have told he could have vouched. I forgot his name, but they had like a Nike trainer basically. And their circuit training is the one I use now. I took their entire weekly regimen, and now I use that now. Yeah.
They were balling back then, huh? That's when they had bread.
NYSL back in the day. Again, I know some of the stuff the other orgs too, but specifically them. A trainer, financial advisor, an investing
financial
team.
Advisor.
An investing team.
They needed one.
I actually saw this from Zuma the other day. What he was saying. Like, because they were making, what, 20 a month? Easily, right?
Wait, 20 a month, what? Say that again?
Well, Zuma was on stream. He was talking about the salaries that some of the players are making back in MW, and he was talking about his own salary. But I think he was basically making 20K a month, right?
Yeah. Trey said on the show, too. I think he was making 15 or 16 a month, too.
Watch party.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it himself. The salaries back then were unbelievable, bro. And again, they were treating it as if, not to say we're an illegitimate esport, but like they were treating us like the scene like it was the NBA, no BS.
No, I agree. It was okay. Wait, say that again. They had a financial advisor as
For the
part of the
players.
for the players. Yeah.
No, not a financial advisor, an investing team, like a firm, an investing firm that they could utilize.
Christ.
That is
So
wild.
like it's out like financial advisor doesn't actually it understates how high of they had a New York Wall Street like firm to help the players if they wanted. And I know none of them used it for a fact.
Yeah, they're the ones that needed the help.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
they
think
need that back again today. Oh god.
Yeah, then.
I think from those
Maybe they
days,
could get a
I
house.
think this could be speculation. This part might be speculation, but I feel like financial advisor Ben comes from those days.
Oh yeah.
Why Zoom?
Yeah, that's where it came from those interactions. So
that makes sense now.
Think about it. The ones who didn't go broke, they utilized the teams. I'm just saying they utilized the resources. That's a life lesson for everyone in the chat as well.
It was an especially crazy time as well, right? Like obviously 2020, we're talking like mid 2020. Like yeah, good time to have some level heads in the room because there weren't many back then.
Hell no, there wasn't.
Welcome all to the stream. Hit the like button if you're enjoying. We're going to talk everything CDL today. I've actually got quite a lot of drama to discuss. I wanted to mention this real quick. So the minor, we have a minor in a couple of weeks. We have a load of COD coming up. We have qualifiers this weekend, qualifiers next weekend, minor the weekend after that, qualifiers, major, 1 weekend off, and then 4 lots of qualifiers, major, maybe another couple weekends off. I don't know. But there's a lot of COD over the next few weeks. And we've got one more minor of the season. I do kind of wish that there was one every stage. But Daniel saying this basically admitted that they only did them because of scheduling reasons. As in, they wanted to do the major on X date, but they actually couldn't. So they pushed it back a week to get the venue that they wanted. But that left an extra weekend where nothing was happening. So they were like, oh, we'll throw a minor in there. I'm like, can we not do this more often? Like, I'd be down. But they're going to keep it the same. They're just going to make the finals a best of 7 rather than a best of 5. Probably a good thing. I don't know what else you'd change. Obviously, people are going to say they want it double a limb, right? Which is fair enough. But if you're going to do that, you need multiple streams if you're going to run it in 3 days.
Yeah, I think they've made the right change. Like, this is a change that everyone wanted. So, you can't really moan, can you?
Oh, what's Ace doing, bro? Ace is out of the Maybach.
Relax. No, I'm sticking on here just because I have to go inside and hop on. But I don't want to mess up the camera, so I'm not going to log off. But I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like the league should have saw the increase in views, the increase in interaction, I guess the flank, us, everyone got some more content. I feel like they should have kept it up just for the fact that it added some excitement, more CDL points to go around into each major. So, it's kind of whack to me that they decided to kind of pull back on them. Like you, I wish they had it every major to the end of the season. I think that would be so much better for the scene.
Yeah, Wattage says, what if they just did best of 7 every single match rather than just for the finals? If you guys remember, they did that back in the greatest game ever, Black Ops 3. Stage 1, Stage 2 playoffs were single in best of 7s. Famously, OpTic won the Stage 1 playoffs in a Game 7 against Rise Nation when it was a team again. Octane, Looney, Slackton Classic. Was that the team of 4? I think it was. Looney had the heat wave that he missed on Formal on Infection Search Map 5. It was Game 5, Round 11. Game 7, Round 11, obviously. I think OpTic went up 3-0, pegged back to 3-3. So it happened back then. They did single in best of 7s, but, it did take quite some time. And I don't think that should be an issue. I just want to have the world back where we've got multiple streams, man. Like, I enjoyed the watch party in Madrid, but I tell you, watching the events back in the day was so fire when I was like, this Alpha Stream game, it ain't really hitting. Let's go to B Stream or to C Stream where we've got some banger matchup happening,
Yeah, so when the Falcons are on, we can just go to the other stream.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Ace has got into an elevator. That means his cam is cooked. So, yeah, that's going to best of 7. Oh, no, he may be back. The other thing that's changed, now this is a pretty controversial, actually. I had people roast me in the comments today. Well, not actually many people, just like one guy. But, you know what it's like. You read one negative comment. To be fair, I haven't read all the comments yet. The point is about the Jackal, right? So the pros have done these GAs, and they've banned all the stuff off the Jackal, and then Treyarch are like, sound. Let's just throw it straight into ranked as well. Although, first of all, they've got it wrong because the pros are using the recoil springs, and they've banned that out of ranked. So they've even managed to get that wrong. The difficult thing is, and I get it, because someone in the comments was like, you cry when the developers don't support competitive COD, and then you cry when they do. And I'm like, I don't think that's fully fair. Like, I think, yeah, I don't like it when the devs don't care, and Treyarch do care, and I give them credit for that. But I think what they're actually doing here is counterproductive. There were some other people commenting saying that they have friends who are really casual COD players who have played a bit of ranked, but they want to snipe in search and destroy, and they can't snipe in search. So they just gave up on ranked and went back to playing pubs. And it's like, is that the story that we want? I don't think that's a good story.
I feel like when like all the fans want snipers in, for ranked, you should just leave them in. Like, although then again, we're not for respawn, because that's another thing that people hate. If people are sniping a respawn, you know, like the bots do.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is a hard balance for them, to be fair. Like, some people are going to hate it, some people are going to love it. Either way they go. So.
No, I do understand. It's just like, I feel like it was better when they didn't try and make everything necessarily play identically. And when it was an option to have different metas. Ace will be back in a second. Oh, no, he's literally back right now. There we go.
They rushed it as well. They should have seen the matches played this weekend, seen what it all was, and then added it.
Yeah, and like, I don't know what the pros are doing exactly, but I know a lot of players are saying, well, if you're going to nerf the Jackal like this, everyone's just going to use the C9, right? Like the MP5. But the pros aren't going to use that, right? Because I think they've kind of GA'd the C9, haven't they, really? I think that...
Like, everyone's not going to use it. So,
like,
yeah.
it's not GA'd officially, but basically they've agreed not to use it. So basically it's GA'd. But in ranked, that's not how it is. So... like, I don't know. I feel like Treyarch have painted themselves into a corner here, really. People just want to play ranked for fun, you know? I don't think... it's not that deep. It's my opinion.
I feel like attachment shouldn't be touched, really.
Yeah.
On the, like,
and there's also stuff like the KSV. Yeah, I get banning some guns, but there's like they've banned the KSV and stuff like that, right? And I've not played the game in a while, but I know a lot of people commented and said that the KSV is like what you want a sub to be. It's good up close, it's crap at range, and it's not overpowered, but it's like an option that you could use if you really liked it. Like, it's viable. And then they banned it. Just, I don't know. I feel like it's counterproductive for what we're trying to achieve here, really. Like, are we trying to make ranked the absolute perfect imitation of the CDL? Or are we trying to make ranked the most accessible way for people to get into competitive COD? Because I think the latter is what I would try and achieve.
Yeah, it feels like they're going the other way this year.
I mean, them throwing in like weird game modes and stuff too, like testing out new maps and game modes. I'm not game modes, new maps.
Yeah, you're right. Like, they're
like that.
banning the things on the Jackal, but yet Bounty and Dealership are still in there. You know?
Right. That's where things to me get a little weird. I don't mind them messing with the guns and trying to keep it close to the CDL stuff. I think that is to their discretion. I also got upset, let's say last year too, when they started allowing new guns for certain stages for like a month's amount of time. They just allowed a different gun, which was a DLC gun, or just they would just mess with the meta once in a while, and it kind of annoyed me because at this point we kind of know what the CDL meta is. I feel like it should just kind of be more standardized. I'm of the other thinking. I think it should be less freedom in ranked, and it should be like standardized classes. That's what I think. Everyone should be running this kind of sub, this kind of AR. If snipers are in this sniper class, and very little difference between each person in the game. So it's truly competitive rather than someone tries out ranked, is pretty new and just doesn't know what the best, doesn't watch competitive COD, doesn't put together the best class, and they're at a disadvantage automatically because they just don't know what to pick. So I'm actually a fan of the default.
I'm not opposed to that take, like taking it. I think you kind of have to go one extreme or the other to some degree. I don't think you're wrong, really. This is what I love about Counter-Strike, is that when I spawn into Counter-Strike, I spawn in exactly the same as Simple spawns in, right? Like, okay, Simple's washed up now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is the same. My gun does the same damage as his gun. Everything's identical. I just spawn in as me, and I have the money, and I buy the guns and all that. Like, I'm not opposed to that idea, where you just have standard stuff. But I think if you're gonna do that, you really need to have one with a sniper. Like, I think it's a problem for what they're trying to achieve that snipers aren't in the game. But the pros will do what they do.
Yeah, the sniper ban every year. It's not even every year. It's a newer, recent ban.
Since they've done it once, they now love doing it.
Yes, exactly, and it's because people have gotten good with the sniper, but that's dumb to me. It's a one-hit kill more often than not. But we've had games where in the past a sniper would get a one hit almost every shot. So what's the difference now? I don't get it. The maps aren't made for it. This game, I would argue, besides Hacienda, probably everything else is pretty close, right? It's pretty close gunfights. I don't know many times, besides maybe, S&D, if you have one sniper, you're not really at an advantage by much, right? Like, one sniper is not going to win you the game. It's not going to, if one sniper is winning you the round or winning you an S&D map, other team, you're just ass. You just suck at that point. You're not countering properly. So I think it's a really dumb excuse the pros use to not add the sniper back in the game. It's really annoying and pathetic, and ruins a bit of the experience with S&D that made COD great and fun to watch, and makes any esport fun to watch, honestly.
All right, Ronnie, I want your take on this. So, Super is out of Omit, and he's potentially in to Heretics. Now, Heretics don't play today. They play tomorrow. We'll have a look at the games towards the end of the show. But, yeah, there's been some questions on this, because obviously the team just got top 3 at the Major, so people were expecting them to run it out. Super, though, was brought in as potential, obviously very talented player from Spain. I think he may have even expected that he would be in for Lucky after that Major, but of course it didn't happen like that because Lucky played really well. And fair enough. Obviously they're playing like tomorrow, so if you're going to make a last-minute roster change, you're probably not going to make it now. So what's going on?
I think it's just someone that can't play, or Metals can't play for whatever reason, so he's just subbing for the weekend.
Interesting.
So it's not like it's just a substitute. Yeah.
If he makes a good impression, like, what do we think, Ace?
If he makes a good impression, if he makes a big impact, I think it just makes him even closer to being next up. If anyone slips up at all during this Major, if they go down 1-3 even, any excuse essentially they get to swap someone in, if he performs well here, it would just up his reason and chances to get put in the starting roster, starting lineup.
I agree.
And to be fair, considering how this team plays and it's kind of bang out COD, he's probably going to do great. So
the only issue could be the role. He's more of an AR, but he used to run an SMG, I'm pretty sure. So it might just take some adaptation, but obviously he hasn't really got much time. So that could be an issue. But he has actually run the SMG this week with Emmett. So there you go.
Yeah, he's a versatile player. Again, even in Challengers, he's done both. So
they just dropped him because he was slow. That's the only issue after one day of scrims. So yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, it's exciting. I mean, again, another storyline for this first week of games to add to the list.
Yeah, it's always good to see a new player. Makes it a bit,
add some spice to everything going on.
Definitely.
Yeah, agreed. All right, there we go. Made an adjustment to the overlay. I think that's the plan anyway. Really.
Brilliant.
That fucking word. You like that, Ronnie? You like that one?
That one, no.
That is a beauty. That is a beauty. I know what you're talking about. This is the Flanks tier list. Pretty similar to ours, to be honest, we came up with.
I actually think it's the first one they've ever done that's actually good. Oh, I'm being serious. Like, I can't even complain about that list.
I think it's fair. I think, like...
Maybe I'd have, are the tiers in order, do you know?
I presume so.
I would have Surge ahead of LAG. And Cloud9 ahead of LAG.
I think Surge 11th feels kind of harsh. The rest
It's
of
like
the
they
tiers,
didn't
though,
rank it.
yeah.
Like, Cloud9 got top 8. Like, LAG got top 12. Right.
Yeah. Not only that, again, I'm of the. This is a discussion of
goes.
ours.
Here we go.
I know that Surge is better with Neptune by a lot, and I think they're going to be a lot better than people expect just with this new roster.
Just because they have actually more kills on the map, just naturally. Even if he's bad, likelihood is he's not going to be as bad in respawn as Hixie was.
Again, in this game, you can be bad, but as long as you're getting kills and just getting into the mid, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You get forgiven for it a lot.
If you're 30 on map, he's already doing much better than Hixie was, even if he dies 50 times.
100%.
So,
don't worry. When my prediction's right, just like, PRED coming back to OpTic, my crazy predictions, don't worry, guys. I'll be here. Chat, I'll be here to roast everyone. No worries.
He will be here. Speaking of Surge, though, we got to talk through this, Ronnie, because I was cracking up at this.
God.
All right. So congratulations, Neptune did get signed to Vancouver Surge. Can we get some W's in the chat here for Ronnie, because he's got it right again. He called it a few days ago, stood on business, and yeah, it's official. Congrats, Neptune, King of the Sea. He's in there to Surge. Will he do well? We'll see. We discussed it a second ago. They play FaZe tonight, so good luck with that, I guess.
Yeah, it's a really nice start for him.
Yeah, thrown into the deep end for sure. But still, that's the move that they made, and fair play. So, okay, this is one of Ronnie's tweets over the last few days. Because, all right, what was it? What the F are you talking about, brother? Or I don't know. I need to get that framed or something.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Ronnie, what the hell was that about?
I have no idea what is wrong with him. Like, seriously, though, because at first I thought, maybe he's got confused with the ranking pit, which was stupid of me. But that weren't what it was supposed to be, right? Which, Rav, you knew. Loads of people knew that.
Yeah.
So I DM'd him and I was like, are you confused with that? He was like, no, everything you said is wrong.
Really?
Huh?
Clearly not, but yeah, sure. So I don't know. And then he tweeted something else saying it was just the Afro part, right? I think he deleted it when I woke up.
Yeah, I don't have that tweet. Yeah, I can try and find it. It was in my video.
Afro was spoken to. So I don't know why he's saying that getting Afro's hopes up. He already knew it was going to be Neptune. So I have no idea. Unless he didn't know. Like Abuzah didn't know.
That is honestly like my
That's
conclusion.
The only way. And that's why he was tweaking.
Because I think this tweet is of someone who actually doesn't think this is happening.
That is not even like... That's actually... He's going like quite strong with that, right?
Yeah, that's not... Like, look, if he's trying to backtrack now and saying, oh, I only tweeted this because Afro weren't spoken to, you're not getting his hopes up. Well, first of all...
I already said Neptune was signing, so there was no hopes to get up.
Yeah, exactly. And secondly, you're saying that he was spoken to.
Afro was spoken to, and now Abuzah might not have spoken to him, but someone did. So I don't know.
Yeah, because Afro tweeted like back to work or something. You did that gif with the penguin. Yeah, back to grind. Like, so obviously he knew that there was a conversation there, and then they chosen the other way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't know. And then he was like, go on.
I just find it hard to believe that someone who's so central to that team like Abuzah is not going to be involved in the conversation.
I agree, but I don't know why he's so angry then.
Because he looks like a fool. That's probably why. I wouldn't want to look like a fool too.
No,
even if I was the cause of looking like a fool, I wouldn't want to admit that I look like a fool. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do get that, but I don't know why he I don't know, just weird. I mean, he could have just DM'd me asking, like before he tweeted, like the first tweet. He could have just asked.
that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
I mean,
gets me
like,
about some pros as well. Is like I respect the pros often, not often. It happens less frequently now than it used to, but sometimes I'd do a video or like there'd be a title or a thumbnail that somebody isn't happy with. It'll happen, a handful of times a season. And most of the time, the pro will just DM me and say, hey, like, could we change this? Could we change that? That Kiz has done it. Zinni's done it. A couple of others over the years have done it. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Sure, sounds. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't mean anything, like no harm dealt. And if someone deals with it like that, fair enough. But like,
I don't mind.
Yeah, I've no issue with that. Like, keep it off the timeline, no issue. Like, I'm trying to be respectful to all parties. But like, I'm not meaning any ill will or whatever, right? Okay, maybe sometimes I've crossed the line in the past. Fine, we talk about it. It is what it is. But yeah, exactly. We've all been there. But this is, I don't know, when someone's just so public, because obviously he tweets this and the people are like, oh, Ronnie's washed up, right? Because obviously, surely someone in the team wouldn't,
exactly.
You know what I mean? So
that's the part that annoys like me, for example. I'm like, no, but sure, carry on, you'll all see. But it's like, you could just DM me, whatever, and then if I'm wrong in the end, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But you better be right if you're going to be tweeting me like that.
Yeah, I agree. Also, shout out Andy, by the way, over from London.
Feel so bad. I'd feel so bad if
Hope you're well.
Rambo Ray just makes his choices and the players truly have no say.
Imagine like he thought they were still deciding.
And that may be true, like based on this.
That's why he was like, that would be hilarious.
I mean, this is what I find funny, the crash out here, right? So
you lose it in the middle of the night. I wake up and see deleted tweets.
Yeah, a lot of the tweets got deleted. He kept some
of
them up.
DM'd me after. He was like, I just didn't even reply. I just ignored him.
What do you want to DM? Can you say?
No, but I can send it you after.
Okay, yeah. So he can't DM me because he's got me blocked on Twitter still. So like,
he blocked you.
He still blocked me. Yeah, he blocked me last year, and he still got me blocked. Like this is. I don't
know. He's unfollowed me. He's unfollowed me, guys.
Oh, big moment. It's what I find funny about this guy is like, I don't understand it, but I'm sure that there's plenty of pros that have me muted. I just don't blame. If I were a pro, I'd be going to my YouTube channel being like, do not recommend, be going to my Twitter and muting it. And fair enough, like, I would do the same if I was them. But there's only one other pro has ever blocked me, and that was Donny Temp. And he blocked me for a while. It's a while ago now. This is a old situation where there was some charity tournament. I don't know if you remember it. We're talking like 4 years ago, maybe Cold War. Doug played in it. Temp played in it. And they played for some charity thing. And then I think Tommy, so like Tommy Trewen, right? EU Tommy. He was talking about this tournament and he was basically exposing that like Donny and Doug, like they were just begging to get paid basically from this tournament. And there's meant to be a charity thing, whatever, right? Like, I don't really know the full story behind it. So I talked about it in a video. And maybe my thumbnail was a little bit over the top. Whatever. Donny Temp weren't very happy about it. But equally, I thought at the time that Donny weren't happy about me exposing that because he'd done something that he shouldn't have done, Yeah, and exactly. I think he recognised that. And he didn't want to really accept it. So he blocked me for a while. And then later in the year, I interviewed him, and by this time he'd unblocked me and everything, and we had a quick chat about it. And I think he was like, "Yeah, you know what, fair play." I wasn't happy at the time, but actually, like to some degree, me at least talking about it had held the whole situation accountable. So I think he was fine with it. He unblocked me, and we're cool as far as I'm concerned. But Abuzah still got me blocked. But thanks to Elon, I can still see all his tweets. So I don't have to log into my other account. I don't have to log into my other account. So I can still see everything. I can't reply that the author has blocked you, so you can't perform this action, which is pretty funny. If I try and like it, it's the same thing.
I feel like it's interesting to me when players don't see. Like, I don't know. Is he soft? Does he not get it?
I think he's just angry.
Yeah, is he angry?
Just angry.
Is he just not liking the distraction? I don't know. I think it's a very
man.
soft take that he has both of you guys blocked, and there's been issues with two guys in the scene who clearly are contributing and such. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but to him, apparently it is. A little soft to me. I think I would lean to soft.
It's not Vancouver.
Yeah, go on.
It's not Vancouver.
Yeah, maybe so.
He can't deal with it.
I don't blame him, to be fair. It might not be easy, but Abuzah says, where did I say we are not going to get NEP, ? I tweet that because he just said some random names just to make a tweet to get some likes. Sorry, but it's fucking cringe.
Okay, buddy.
Is his translator speaking? Is the translator off? Because I don't
That's
know
why I
what.
DM'd him at
Sounds
first.
wrong.
I thought maybe like whatever his language. I thought I'd be nice, but no, he just said it was all wrong. So, but now
They
he's
said-
saying it's not all wrong. So
They said we're getting afro. He thought they were talking about a guy's hair. He's, oh, you're getting afro? Oh, very
Ray,
good. Okay.
Ray was getting a new haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's, oh, that's nice. Very good. And
Rambo
he's
tweet check.
confused. No worries, man. No worries, Abuzah, bro. It's a language barrier.
Good
We
luck
understand.
today.
Yeah, good luck today, buddy. I will be watching.
I mean, they're saying sarcastically, I will be watching. I want your team to do well because I need to prove my narrative correct. So,
But I've got him in fantasy, so I actually want him to do well. So come on,
okay.
let's go.
Also,
Actually,
Rambo's
I
not
haven't
tweeted
I'm
anything.
still- He hasn't said anything?
Nah, he's not said
Wait,
anything.
did he not tweet after Major?
Nah,
he said fuck this.
Okay, no, he did. But he didn't even talk about his own... Oh, no, he did talk about his own team. But he's not tweeted since Neptune, right? Obviously, not the weekend we were hoping for. Our recent games and scrims didn't transfer over to matches. It happens. Head down and back to work to get where we need to. I love these tweets, man. These, honestly, like...
The coaches love them.
These are ChatGPT generated. Like, I mean, they're not, but the pros have been doing this for years. ChatGPT was trained off these models. Do you know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah,
you
they
asked
just
it
put
for
all the
a-
good pro tweets.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, bro, I don't know. Maybe there is a world where the coaching staff, aka Rambo, decided
Here's
who was
another
getting
tweet.
picked, and I was just confused.
It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good one from Abuzah. I just don't know. Like, because when I was talking about it in my video, I'm like, I just don't understand what he's so angry about. You know, like why is this even necessary? Like, okay, someone tweets about somebody joining a roster. Like, it happens all the time. You
If
know,
it
this
was
isn't a new
wrong,
thing.
I
Yeah.
understand it.
Is that supposed to be Ron?
No, that's the Twitter NPCs. That's the ones like they're all tagging him,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
saying, "What the fuck you saying, brother?" I didn't even say anything, by the way. All I did was tweet him a gif.
yeah.
That's all I did. And he was
Yeah.
tweaking, like DM me twice. I'm like, bro, I don't care.
Concentrate on your matches, buddy.
Yeah, you got FaZe on Friday. Look in.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll look up on the wrong side of the bed for sure, because this
Yeah.
is usually that day to day.
They all got deleted as well, most. Like that got deleted.
Yeah, this got deleted, which is why it's a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Abuzah
Yeah, I
didn't
don't
get
know,
a
man.
croissant for breakfast that day. I mean, Abuzah, people think he's French, like he's French speaking, but he is Belgian. But I mean, he's from the French speaking part of Belgium.
Is,
like-
is there a
Basically
beef
the
between
same.
French and English people? Maybe
Oh,
that's
we don't
the
like the
beef.
French much.
I'm not
I mean,
blocked.
there's beef between English people and French speakers always.
Always.
There we go. We got to the bottom of it. I'm not blocked on this show, right? I've
To be
talked
fair,
about
I'm not blocked. I just got unfollowed.
Yeah,
I just got
yeah,
unfollowed.
blocked.
I'm getting blocked next.
Didn't Abuzah
Maybe-
block you before, Rab? Yeah, yeah.
maybe-
I've been blocked for like a year plus. I don't
What
even
did
know
you
what
do,
I said.
sorry?
I probably
Yeah.
was the GAs. It probably was when he was
Oh, the surge.
the ATS thing
Oh,
last January. It was probably a year ago actually that he blocked me because it was probably over
Am I on the
that.
toilet? No, brother. I'm on my phone right now. No. By any means
WTF
necessary
happens,
here.
brother.
I'm not a slacker, okay? Any means necessary, I make the show.
I mean, look,
phones,
Boots is a
laptop,
talented
phone.
player, but yeah, he just he crashed out on this one. I ain't gonna lie.
all good.
We love a good crash out, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
good little crash out. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Let's see
He'll-
who
he'll
plays
make-
actually.
He'll make a TAC video, right? He'll make a TAC video pretty soon.
He's not on a lot of thumbnails, but to be fair, if he keeps moving like this, he might be making a comeback. So
We don't know who knows about a thumbnail. Maybe he doesn't make a thumbnail, but he'll be in the video, you know?
maybe
Like,
he makes the little picture in the bottom right hand corner. of the
yeah, he
thumbnail.
makes the
It's a
corner
little
picture.
added bonus.
Picture, yeah.
Yeah.
It's added bonus.
Trey's
Oh.
feeling a bit under the weather today here, so I don't know. I'm wishing Trey the best. He woke up today, he was feeling pretty rough, so you know, hope Trey's getting back to form.
Yeah, things happen. We're solid. Hope Trey will be okay. He'll be back for dope check on Monday for sure.
Absolutely.
No problem.
Better for him to be on well today. than for the big dope check on Monday, where we're talking about how Abuzah has just dropped a 1.4 on FaZe. Am I right, chat?
Yeah.
Dude, it would be generational for him to come out here with Neptune, drop a 1.4, Neptune drops like a 1.2, and they win the series. Holy fuck!
Damn, 0.7 in search. Just look at his
He's
numbers.
not had a good year to start.
No, I mean, to be fair,
He started last year pretty slow. I know it was on the SMG, but he did get better as the year went on.
he did. Maybe the same will happen again. Who do they
It
play?
needs to be fair.
What was they play?
FaZe and
FaZe
Cloud9?
tonight.
I think.
Yeah, FaZe Cloud9.
If Cloud9 lose, they're going to change.
You think they're blown up after one weekend?
Yeah.
This guy Ron.
They should have blew up already.
This guy Ron spreading misinformation is crazy. I can't believe it.
Listen, they go 0-2 this weekend. Surely.
Who else they play?
I don't
They
know
play-
how they play, actually.
All I'm saying, bro, and I take this to Ron as well, and I said it on our show, but now we have someone new, so I'm going to bring it up again. Who else do you get right now? This is a problem for a lot of teams, not just them, just generally. Who else is available to pick up?
I mean, I guess you just go for who can make a role change, right?
Lark?
Like, Hukim for attach, Mac on the AR, Civ main. It's about the best you can do. That is the issue, to be fair. Like, it's him, Lunas, Fellow. That's about it. Afro, I guess, but they're not going to pick Afro up.
Yeah. I mean, it's a separate problem with what you're saying.
King.
But I want to direct it more to a conversational question of, like, who else is there to really pick up?
No,
And
I
it's not-
agree. No, I do agree in general. Yeah.
And that's kind of been a problem with...
I mean, that's going to get worse every year as well.
Yeah, it's a deeper problem with just the scene in general. That like the talent pool we're losing the talent pool to Warzone, to Valorant, to like other games because
I do also think teams are more scared to make changes now. They want to put more effort into long term with the team. Like they want to give it as much time as they can. Remember when like everyone wanted Purge dropped last year for Vegas because they weren't that good, but they weren't that bad. Look what happened. They dropped him, race him, and they just got 100 times worse. Like, I do think teams are starting to get a bit scared of that happening.
I will say also, I think even if they left Purge there for a little bit longer, himself as a player would have got better too. Like, he would have got more comfortable himself.
Yeah.
And
Like,
back.
I do think teams are starting to like, should we give it a bit longer? Because it can change. But there does come a time where it's like, no, this clearly isn't working. So it's just whenever that team...
Fellow on Rocker would be generational. You know what?
I agree with that.
I agree 100%. I think an upgrade for them in the AR department makes them a legitimate...
Fellow for Paul, and they're a lot better at everything.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do... Well, unfortunately,
Well, they got
I'm
top
not
6 in the
surprised.
land, that's the issue.
Yeah, agreed. But top 6,
If they'd
like...
got top 12... Yeah, but top 6 in this era is actually alright, considering...
It is. It's sad to say, but top 6 is actually like... Toronto said it in their documentary series. They were like, well, we came top 6. We feel like we're at least top 4. Like, we feel like we're in the conversation with the theoretical top 3 with OpTic, Thieves, and FaZe.
Yeah, I don't think Ultra should be happy with it, but like Rocker...
No, I agree.
I feel like that's fair.
You look at the results and you're like, it's not that bad, but...
And could they lose to? Miami, which I guess would annoy them.
Yeah.
Oh, that should annoy them.
But then Miami got top 3, so it's almost like, you know.
Miami had the blessed run though. If you're going to talk to anyone from that tournament who had a blessed run, it was Miami.
Yeah,
in terms of who they played, everything. They were the team that had the easiest brackets and stuff to where they finally got out.
Rocker play Miami tomorrow. Then they play OpTic, Ravens, Falcons, FaZe, Thieves, Surge. They play OpTic, FaZe, and Thieves this stage.
That's although luckily they got OpTic with like a lack of practice with Pro.
That's true, and they've also got the confidence building Falcon series going into the minor.
And they've got Miami who have got a sub actually. They might have been blessed.
Yeah, they might get away with it.
They could end up with 3. Like they could beat OpTic on Sunday with hardly.
They definitely can. I think that's a real series to watch for me. Is that OpTic?
Yeah, because if OpTic come out and smoke them, it's a bit like, oh hello.
Like, yeah, they're back.
We might be back.
PRED's back.
It's a huge opportunity for them to get some points too. Just like you have a compromised OpTic team. This is the easy chance.
Miami change as well, like substitute.
Yeah,
like that's 20 points there if you're like realistically.
you just lock the F in, honestly.
And obviously you got the Vegas. That's 30. Like you got 3 wins already. Like you're probably getting winners.
Ron, I have another idea for you. Let me see what you think. What if Toronto don't do that well, right? Let's say they don't perform that well. What do you think of them swapping out potentially, right? Potentially, if they don't perform that well, maybe at Major 2, who knows? But Joe DeCease for Hook.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, man. Would you do it? I don't know. Like, I get
don't
why
like
people
it
are saying
personally.
it. I don't like it. I don't feel like you get better at anything, really.
I actually think Hook is a bit fraudulent.
I mean,
whoa, the tack grab taking my last year take?
He got dropped for a reason, right? Outside of the kills, you know?
Like, I don't know.
Like, they tweaked out after one event with him.
I'm not going to land on that theory just yet that he got dropped for anything besides that. I just think when you win, everyone said it, I'm beating a dead horse, but when you win a championship with a certain team, you're always going to fall back on, we shouldn't have.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I have no doubt that AG PRED is going to be great, but I'm still thinking Hugh is fucking good in this game. So I think.
I think he suits the teams below that.
Wait, say that one more time?
Like he suits the teams below the ultra level, like an LAGS C9, a Surge, like them sort of teams. I think personally,
I might agree kind of hard. I think him. I don't know. I've heard some things about him, but in terms of where he's going to end up, I don't know. But if let's say he sits out for now, I think he's right actually to sit out.
I agree with that.
Top 6 team, not someone who's bottom 6.
I'm glad he waited. I would have waited like a week or 2 as well.
Yeah,
just have a proper, assessment of how things are looking. Like, don't rush into a move, especially when your stock's pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, even if
Scott was talking about it on stream.
Imagine he joined, I don't know, Surge straight away, for example. A bit like you're kind of just going back to where you were last year when your stock's actually pretty high. Like
were they set on Neptune? Yeah. Like, was Hook an option?
I don't know exactly, but I think like Net was like, yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's very likely. So I'm always like they got blindsided a little bit. But they already wanted Net. And I feel like they probably don't want to go back on it either.
That's what I said in my video. I'm like, Rambo would be admitting a big mistake if he brought Hook back, even if it's the best move. Like, it's kind of admitting you're a fraudulent GM,
And to be fair, Nep was as good in challenges as Hook, or at least close. Maybe not as good. Like, he was also very good.
He was, yeah.
Probably a little bit worse, but he was also very good.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's not the worst idea.
That's specifically why I think people are understating how good he's going to be when he comes in. Yeah,
look how Hook adapted.
New York doesn't count. It doesn't count here.
No, nor does the LEG team. I mean, that was horrible.
Do you think Hook's stock is as high with like pros and GMs as it is with the fans? Because I think Hook's in an interesting spot where, like, because PD says Kenny destroyed Hook's stock with like the stream that he did.
Oh, that is so overblown, by the way.
And that look, to be fair, like, that won't affect any of the pros' decisions or thoughts. Obviously, it may affect the fans' opinions to some degree, but although a lot of the fans' opinions after that is like, oh, I can't believe Kenny's just blaming Hook for everything, win a gunfight, sunshine, and all this. And, okay, fair, I get that as well.
To some degree.
But I still feel like from a community perspective, Hook's stock is pretty high, but I don't feel like it's the same for the pro. Like, Hook's been through the ringer enough, do you know what I mean?
The pros and coaches, they know what they get when they get Hook. Like, they don't need Kenny to sit on stream and say this stuff for them not to know that. Like, majority of them know. Like, but to be fair, he is a lot better at this game in general than he has been in the past for a while.
Yeah, every pro will tell you that in this game,
he's actually
that's a problem.
Yeah, like, I spoke to a player, and they were like, when they played him online in scrims and stuff, they were like, damn, Hook's actually doing what he's supposed to do. Like, he's not making silly mistakes. I spoke to the same player. He was making this mistakes online. So it's kind of like he fell back into like his old ways a little bit, you know? That's probably why OpTic were like, we can't do this again, kind of thing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, OpTic is a team that does good online for sure. They handle their business online. They're not bad. But when it comes to land, that's where they're supposed to shine. They're supposed to shine.
Whereas Huke's maybe the opposite.
All that. So
yeah,
and that's where the money's made. So
exactly.
if you can't perform on land, GG's.
Yep.
Yeah, agreed. Good discussions ever. I mean, Kenny's obviously gonna the pressure's kind of on Kenny now more than ever before. Like I've been working through. We're putting together a documentary on Kenny pretty soon on the Breaking Point channel, working on another masterpiece. So I was putting together the final touches on the script yesterday because, I mean, Kenny's story is pretty fascinating, really, from the early days to where he is today, especially the position that he's currently in. It's a really interesting kind of, potential turning point in Kenny's career because some people like myself, Kenny backers, I think he's probably underrated in his career in terms of the success that he's had. Some people are definitely moving the other way and saying, oh, no, like, Kenny ain't good enough, like, he's past his prime. And that might be true as well. So I don't really know what the next 6 months are going to bring for Kenny. But the pressure's definitely going to be on. I don't know how much he's really going to feel it or really care for it, but obviously they play FaZe tomorrow. If they get smoked and Kenny has a 0.6, what do you think people are going to say, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's weird, isn't it? It's like, I think one of the bigger issues with him is that, like, it's not even just the kills. Like, his comms were awful this weekend. The whole team comms were awful.
Yeah.
But from a player like that, like, you expect him to be the guy, rallying them. But that wasn't happening at the weekend. That would be a bigger issue inside the team, I reckon, than the kills. I don't think they're worried about that to a certain extent.
I think we're getting exactly what you expect to get from Kenny. I don't know why every year it's a surprise or shock when at the start of the game.
I think it's worse. It's worse this year.
Yeah, I mean, but this game is harder on the AR.
That's also fair. That is a fair point.
If you really sit back and assess what's been going on with not only the team, like a big bombshell, a big controversy, a huge shakeup, plus ARs this year are just weaker, and it doesn't necessarily fit Kenny's play style of like, you can't. This game, you could try to sit on a heady, and if someone slides out on you, slide cancels you, and dives out and shoots you with the jackal, you're dead. Even if you're perfectly positioned on a heady, it doesn't reward great positioning that much in this game. So it's a little tough. But I think over the course of the year, he's going to get better with this team back together. The vibes are going to be back a bit. I'm not shitting on Kenny. I'm not ready to shit on Kenny until Major 2 is over.
Yeah, if he's still bad come the end of Major 2, then we'll go have a conversation.
Then I'll come on this show, and if I have to roast, like we keep it a buck always on Dope Check and Breaking Point and such, I'll come on the show and tell Kenny he's dog shit. But right now, I think it's overblown, overstated, and a lot of pressure is on him for no reason, or a lot of blame is on him for absolutely no reason.
I think PRED coming back might take pressure off him, to be honest, to a certain degree. Like, I don't know, I've heard listenings, and I always felt like PRED had good comms. Like, I've always thought his small talk was pretty good. And, like, they were worried about comms, and I do think he has better comms for the team than Huke as well. So that should help Kenny a lot. Like, the other day I was watching back some listenings from last year, and, like, it's actually Kenny and PRED a lot of the time, going back to back. Like, when they're commenting. Like, because dashing shots, he don't really come to as much as they should. So I do think that should help them a lot.
Yeah, I mentioned this in our last show, too. I was like, if you have two guys that are blacking out, Shotsy, Dashy, you need two guys that are coordinating, one with the AR, one with the stuff, right? Like, coordinating the plays and what's going on and making sure everyone's kind of in tune and letting the guys who are blacking out go black out. Like, have fun. As long as people are informed of what's happening, it will all work out. But when you have three, like, Hook did talk a lot. I know that was mentioned by some people in chat that on the listeners, you could hear Hook talking a lot. But there's a difference between talking a lot and communicating.
Yeah, and listening.
Listening, communicating versus just yapping, just saying, he's over there, he's there, look up. That doesn't matter. Those are not actual game developing communication. That's where PRED and Kenny are big. Again, I've sat with some of those guys when they're debating COD, like when it's AG and Ant were sitting in front of me and debating COD and like talking about strats and this and that. You could tell that there's certain guys like those, like them, who live and breathe this and understand the game inside and out the game, I'm telling you, AG is going to be a big difference maker in terms of them being coordinated in game. Because even Kenny, if I'm sure Rab, you played the clip the other week, when he says that, oh, I didn't know what was happening, right? He was just showing that clip of him
on the skyline, right?
Yes, skyline,
Pred
exactly.
would have calmed that. Pred would have calmed that.
Yeah, that between Ken and Pred would have been coordinated, and there would have been communication back and forth.
Probably.
But Ken right now feeling lost, even if he's wrong, even if he got shit on, regardless. But Ken admitting that he feels lost should tell you that no matter what you hear on those little 30-second snippet of listen-ins,
they don't all agree.
it's not enough. That a guy like that, who's one of the smartest players that's picked up a controller in Call of Duty, if he's lost, there's a bigger problem going on for sure.
Agreed.
I think there's also the OpTic effect is here to play as well, because I was just thinking about this. Like, let's say Modern Warfare 2, LA Thieves have just come off World Championship victory. They're going into a new season with the same roster, and they're just pretty bad for a large part of the year.
They won an event.
Kenny, they won an event, obviously at Major 4, but for the start of the year, they were pretty trash. They couldn't really get anything going in search. Kenny wasn't great, but because it's OpTic now, everything is, on steroids, right? So, like, every single Kenny underperformance is scrutinized much more heavily. Like, people weren't really calling for LA Thieves, someone to get dropped or they got to make major changes or whatever. No. Whereas in OpTic, that's how it is, right? Like, if the team has one bad major...
I think the first roster change probably put pressure on that, though.
Yeah.
Like, Pred gets dropped, it's like, what the hell? Like, you guys better perform kind of thing. And obviously they didn't, so they bring him back. But, like, I do think that, like, the pressure might be off him a little bit now. At least for this stage. And then come Major 3, if they're still not doing well, then, they, like Ace said, the pressure heaps up on Kenny especially.
It's interesting to think, I guess the end of the day, Shotzi's a warlord, isn't he?
Oh my god, he was tight over that. He's still not been live.
That's what I found. I thought about that today, because I went on, like, as you guys know,
last night as well.
Every day I go on and I check people's Twitters and that. And I went to Shotzi's today, and I was just thinking, damn, the last thing he tweeted was well over a week ago. Like, you guys remember when Shotzi was popping off? Every day he had something new to say.
Listen, they better start streaming scrims this week.
And it's the 6th of February, the last thing Shotzi said at all. Like, he mentioned in a Twitch chat a while ago that he's not going to be streaming for a few days, but,
I gotta vote for the chat and you guys as well. Does OpTic this major cycle stream scrims? I vote no.
They better, otherwise they're a little Shotzi's a hypocrite.
Okay, Rab,
I should apologise.
I think they do turn it on at some point. I don't think they have it on the whole time, though. I think they turn them on for like 2 weeks and then they stop before the major.
I think that
there's no way.
I think if they somehow beat FaZe, they're streaming on.
100% they're turning the stream.
Yeah, I guarantee
Fred
that.
is turning the stream on about 20 minutes after they beat FaZe. If they beat FaZe.
Oh yeah, after
No, I mean,
you know what I mean.
I'm also saying that. This week, if they go 2-0 this week somehow, they'll be streaming scrims on Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, if they go 0-2, you might not see them ever again.
Yeah,
I think with AG back in the lineup, I actually don't think they stream scrims at all. I think they have something to prove, a big chip on their shoulder, and streaming scrims last stage, I think personally hurt them. Not in a game, not in like we're playing differently or something, not like that. But in terms of how locked in people are, and two, other teams seeing how you play and how you run your routes. A good coach and a good analyst can take that VOD, in case people don't know. A good analyst, a good coach can take your VOD and track essentially where you like to go. So
I think like vetoes, it would hurt them a lot as well. Oh,
for sure. For vetoes, for routes, for breakoffs at hardpoint, how they like to break certain hills, right? Because people, I'm telling you, the average COD player doesn't see. I'm not saying I'm the genius of this, but I've just been around enough COD players to understand how they how to the minuscule point they break things down. PRED, Shotzi, Ant, Slasher, accuracy, attach. I've sat with these guys and watched them watch.
So I know one player that has every single VOD from them streaming scrims downloaded on their computer. Like, these guys are literally watching everything that they stream.
And those are the players. And then add an
they're top players as well.
It becomes a lot deeper than that. And them streaming scrims, I think they have to whether they realize it or not. I think it did hurt them. And this major, I don't think they can do it. I think it's stupid.
At first, they said they were going to do it once a week. I feel like something like that could work. Like streaming once a week. Yeah. Like do it when you play the shitter teams.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that's fine.
Yeah.
Like when you play the Vegas Falcons and like, I don't know, whoever else, a rubbish team. Once a week, nobody cares. That's fun. Everyone gets a laugh. That's fine.
Gets a laugh, and you get
like, no, that's true though, right? The players can
7
chill,
Falcons
whatever.
nil. No,
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
exactly.
Like, they get an easier day. Just
Like,
turn
once
it
a
on
week,
for the third set,
everyone
you know?
wins.
Play
Yeah,
a
when you're playing the
third
Ams
set,
and
turn it
Falcons,
on.
stream.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's a good idea. Maybe once a week you play Falcons or you play any of the teams that are the bottom 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Fuck, why not? Get a little bit of juice in the middle of the week and then keep going.
Make some money and then chill. Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah. Little predictions now?
Yeah, 10 minutes to the matches, gentlemen. We actually had a great little show today.
Which ones are we doing? Are we
all
doing
sorts of
tomorrow's
stuff.
matches and Sundays?
Well, I was just showing real quick the pick'ems for today because Easy Max bringing them back. We've got Breaking Point versus the Flank. This is actually pretty good. I mean, we've got us 6 versus the
I
Flank.
can't troll now though.
It's going to
like
be
I
a
do
tie
on normal.
after today, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Because Gersh
That's
went for
fun.
the same thing as Trey.
How exciting, guys!
Yeah, yeah. But all good. By the end of the weekend, there's probably going to be some differences. Today on paper isn't going to be that interesting. I think the first series does intrigue me, but as I said the other day, like I do believe Ravens are somewhat fraudulent.
But you got Gwyn online now, so you're fine.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Honestly, I
he was
don't
actually
really
okay
know.
on the land. to be
You're
fair.
not
He was actually
wrong.
okay.
You're not wrong. I can't get over the fact that when you're getting slapped around at a hard point that badly, like I just
They might have
don't believe
PTSD.
in
They
you.
might have PTSD.
Yeah, I can't believe in you. So, but anyway, Trey and Gersh have gone for them to win, which is exciting. It's good to see potential upset.
Trey is
victory.
ill though, so it might not be real.
Trey he might
have
be
just, like,
faded. Yeah, he might have
Yeah,
blacked
he might
out
be
on that
faded.
one. What percentage chance do Falcons have of beating Boston? 1%?
1%.
5%?
2%. Go 2%.
2%?
It's 0.25%.
Jeez.
Snoopy is gonna have a masterclass on them and fucking spin circles around them. It's over. GG. Stop it.
I followed
Stop
Snoopy
it.
on Instagram. He followed me back. My goat.
Oh, nice. What a dog.
You know what follow back I got recently?
Uh-huh.
I got the Shotzi follow back.
No way. That's big moves out of you.
W.
See, I was assuming when Pred got dropped because he was the only player that followed me from OpTic.
What
It's
a
like, damn, they're all gone. He's back. I got the
What a-
OpTic follow.
What I like these pick'ems too because now it's actually like now that we have actually 6v6, it actually is team BP versus team Flank like properly like it's actually us versus them.
Yeah, it's actually brilliant. So we will be taking the victory as well. There's no way.
I ain't trolling now. I'm not going to pick against OpTic just to wind people up on Twitter anymore.
No. Yeah,
I'm
don't.
looking
Yeah,
now.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
you're my concern, man. That time you picked Miami,
No.
like, bro, you need to lock in the most.
I'll look in now.
If we
Normally
look
I
in,
just
we're
troll
taking
people
this
on
dub
Twitter.
easy.
And normally I just troll them because they get so angry if I pick against OpTic.
No, now we're now we have to beat the Flank for the prize, the BP Pick'ems prize, man.
Mhm, it's a big
That's
deal.
serious
I
stuff, right?
think we all get a raise. Whoever wins, the team gets a raise.
I like that. 10% buff.
The raises. You gotta ask Rab about all that. Rab's hard smiling right now.
Yeah, yeah, sure, buddy. Nice one. All right, these are the rest of the games. So we know our predictions for today. Tomorrow we've got Gentlemates Boston.
Oh, that's a banger.
It should be a banger.
It'd actually be a fun match. That'd actually be a fun match.
That will be a fun match. But I'm picking Boston. I'm sticking with my boys. I believe that they're actually good, and I think Gentlemates are frauds for not making a change.
I'm
personally.
going Boston. I don't know how LG haven't. They get fried in scrims most days.
Yeah, I'm going Boston on that one too.
Yeah, Boston.
Boston on that one. Miami, Minnesota's pretty interesting,
Minnesota.
but Rocker got.
That's super bang out. That's like a bang. Like that's just gonna be.
I mean, it was a bang at the major game 5 round 11. But if Miami have a sub, you got to think that Rocker are favored.
Yeah, Rocker. Yeah.
I'm going Miami on this one, and Paul X drops a 0.68.
And gets dropped, right?
It's immediately dropped.
I don't know about dropped. I just think he's gonna drop like a 0.678. I'm feeling one of those something 0.78.
You've got high hopes then. You've got high hopes from.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I think I'm taking Rocker in 5, but it's going to be just like last series, but this time Rocker win it. FaZe OpTic, like OpTic, the bookies have them at about 3-1. FaZe are clearly the favorites, like the heavy favorites.
Yeah, but 3-1 is crazy.
I do know what you mean. The thing is with OpTic,
I've got a feeling. Because the record never gets broken.
Got a feeling, baby. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so FaZe win tonight, they get to 13
so
in a
it's
row.
Obvious that like it's kind of I don't know. I got a feeling.
I'm going
OpTic.
I'm going OpTic on this one.
No way.
No, it's not even a good feeling. Now we've both got it.
All right, well I'm taking FaZe. I've got my head screwed on. The issue I find with OpTic is like I just don't think their search will be very good yet.
If they had like a full week.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like, if OpTic are going to win this series, they're going to win it in 5. Let's be real. And I just don't know if I trust OpTic in a map 5. But it's possible. I mean, this series obviously is fascinating.
First, I've been watching PRED in 8s. He's been disgusting.
Yeah, he has a little bit.
So, like, if they're on some sort of wavelength, which is obviously needs to be fast, but I don't know. I could just. It's the record. It never gets broken. It always gets tied. So, yeah.
And then New York played Toronto on the Saturday final game. Also another kind of banger game.
Will I be awake?
I got.
Oh, this guy, man.
I got Toronto in 4.
Oh.
I was waiting for you to say 5 because that's normally what someone says like when they like the other team. Just give them 2.
It's gonna be in 4. I mean Cloud9 their best game mode is hardpoint for sure, but I just think Toronto just with who they have, the bang out's gonna be in their favor at least one of the 2 times. So I'm gonna say in 4.
Yeah, I've got Ultra.
Yeah, I've got Ultra too. All right, Toronto, Carolina on the Sunday. Oh, that's a banger. You know, this is a series I've been waiting for a long time.
That was on that 5 man, right?
Did they play on LAN?
I love skipping the first series.
Yeah, I did think that. I guess we're really. Yeah, because Ultra needed reverse swept them.
Yeah, that's right. That was actually a banger series.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going whatever happens the day before determines who wins that one.
That is a fair point. Because if Ravens get smoked by Thieves as well.
If Toronto win the day before, they lose the next day. If Toronto lose the day before, they win the next day.
You think they're going 1-1 no matter what?
Yes. I think a 1-1 no matter what. I think Carolina are going to be pissed if they lose to Thieves. They're going to come back hot on Sunday and be firing on Ultra no matter what. So
I'm taking Toronto in that one.
I'm going Ravens.
Oh, Surge Cloud9. Oh, that's
Cloud9.
A tough one, Ace. Okay, not tougher, Ace.
Cloud9.
I'm actually taking. I mean, I want Cloud9 to win, which is amazing, but I actually do. Do I think they will? I think
This is a top.
Yeah, I actually will give it to Cloud9. I think.
I'm going Surge just because I think I don't know. I feel like new team, spirit's going to be high. I mean, unless they get absolutely destroyed by FaZe today, it could dampen them. But I don't know. I got a good feeling they might be decent.
Losing a FaZe, I can tell you from years of hanging out with pros and shit. Losing a FaZe when they're hot like this,
is whatever. Yeah,
you're like, damn, we did our best, but fuck.
Yeah, as long as you don't get 100 points. Yeah, as long as you keep it close.
Yeah, you can't hang on to that. If you're hanging on to a FaZe loss, unless you're like another top team.
Yeah, OpTic or Thieves, yeah.
Yeah, you're not. You're just kind of trolling yourself. So, last series of the weekend though.
Yeah, and then OpTic Rocker.
So, typical OpTic would be beat FaZe, lose to Rocker in a game 5.
It would be, yeah. But I'm going to keep it
Agreed.
sensible, and I'm going to predict
Okay,
OpTic
OpTic.
lose to FaZe, and they beat Rocker in... I think it'll be in 5, though. They beat him.
OpTic, it's going to be a generational Major 2 that goes into them winning Major 2 on their home soil. I'm telling you, 2-0 OpTic. It's going to be a 2-0 OpTic.
I'm the same with Ace.
Bashy is going to body bag Paul X. It's going to be
No, this is where Kenny shoots back against Paul. This is it.
I think Kenny can shoot back against him, so I'm fairly certain that it's going to be a Minnesota's not going to know what hit them basically in that series.
Yeah, I'm going OpTic.
3-0 smoke show. Done.
3-0 smoke show, goddamn. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in today, and an absolute pleasure as always. It is currently 8 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern time, midday where Ace is in his jail cell.
I don't know what. Does it look like a jail cell?
Someone said it in the chat. They said, has Ace been locked up?
That's a jail cell. You know, guys? Maybe the mic is ass, but I've heard toilet, I've heard jail cell, I've heard a few things already, but come on, man.
All good, almighty wake. We'll be here back on Monday, and we'll be here back next Friday too.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, it's just another day, another new location for me as per usual. Next week will be a new location. The week after that will be a new location. So God bless. And I appreciate everyone for tuning in.
Vault Hassie Protocol, Hassie Protocol. Ravens Thieves. So yeah.
Vault they're gonna get ran, or Carolina's gonna get ran. Hacienda, TJ is gonna have a masterclass. Protocol.
Ravens are good at protocol, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think Thieves are good at it as well, so it's like...
I think it's almost better for Ravens than when they played the Major, whatever they played then. This feels better. They're not playing bloody Skyline, which is just a recipe for disaster.
I think they realised their problem with that one.
They got rid of Skyline, I think. So I think that was a good
they are
sign,
playing
I think.
Hacienda, which was also another one. So
Yeah, that's true.
But Vivid couldn't see, to be fair.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see what the truth behind that is today. Whether, you know...
Oh yeah, imagine they get 100-point clubbed again.
Whether the couldn't see cheese is actually legit. Because I don't know if I believe it. I mean, like, I could see it with my own eyes, but I don't know if I believe it.
His eye was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Nameless has gone for Ravens, and then everyone else has gone Thieves, which, you know...
Does anyone call... I think on the cast, they call Alley Cat Alley Cat. No one calls her Raleigh.
I feel like they mix it up on the desk.
They do,
It's so
yeah.
cringe.
When I was on there, I think Puckett called her Rosalie. Rose.
Yeah, then other times they call her Ali. I'm like, what on earth is going on
Ali
here?
Cat.
New fans must get so confused.
Cat BBG of the Twitters. All right, we'll leave it there.
That just confuses me. Yeah. All right. That might be it then.
That's
Might be
one way to end it.
All right, gentlemen, take care. Have a good, enjoy the rest of the weekend's matches.
Bye, chat.
We'll be back Monday for a dopey check. Thanks, Ronnie, for joining us.
47.
As always, we will be there. All right, speak soon, everyone.